So, a lot of the internet hates me. Today, let's talk about why. I think maybe a better topic to talk about today, why am I able to wear shorts and a t-shirt on December 21st? Hey, WRX. Hey man. He's not in his car, but he's parked. That's cool. So, like I said, I've realized that people really just hate me on the internet, and I don't know, could be for a lot of various reasons, but first and foremost, really quickly, I want to say I'm sorry. If I have ever offended anybody in like a comment section or anything I've said in a video without having been able to explain more onto what I said, I realize that I have a very dry, very dry, sarcastic sense of humor, and I'm quick-witted. So if anybody says something that sometimes slightly offends me or something like that, I do have that in my nature to do that. Anyways, I do want to sincerely apologize for that, and you don't have to forgive me. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to say that. But, you know, I have come to the realization that a lot of people, usually from first impression, a lot of people just hate me. And it's kind of funny, and it doesn't offend me or anything like that. Like, I don't get worked up or anything about it, but I've always kind of just wondered. It's like, you know, I wonder what I can sit here and diagnose and wonder. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the brightness here. Alright, I'm done adjusting it, I promise. So it's like I have to sit here and wonder, do I have some kind of like cold feature that just really just rubs people the wrong way? Is it because of my age? Is it because of the glasses I wear? Is it because of the way I do my hair? Is it because of the cars that I do drive? There's a lot of variables that I'm just like, you know, like what makes people so mad? And a lot of it has to do, now I'm just going to say this, a lot of it has to do with ignorance and not really understanding in full, which is the definition of ignorance, is not really understanding what you're talking about while you're talking about it. I will admit, I talk about some things sometimes that I don't have 100% knowledge on, but then again, that's why I'm on the internet, because, you know, I get a lot of useful feedback from a lot of different people. But yeah, it's like, is it the tone of my voice? Is it the way I look? I mean, it could be any of those. I mean, it's like, I really don't know, but I've noticed, especially like, I made the video last Wednesday on the 10 things I hate about my Subaru STI, and while all of those things are true to my personal car, which a lot of people, again in ignorance, they got mad at me for that. That video is specific to my car, not every Subaru in the world. So there are things that I hate about my car, but I also love this car. So I am going to be making a 10 things I love about my Subaru because I do love this car as well. And a lot of people probably didn't watch the video long enough to realize that. So yeah, and I know that video, I want to say in specific, so I know a lot of you guys are probably just like, how do you know people hate you? Well, that's kind of an exaggeration, but like I know for a fact that my video that I made last Wednesday made it to Naziok or something like that, some kind of Subaru forum, which I don't participate in forums. One, because I'm not a Subaru guy. I'm an open-minded car enthusiast, and I don't just restrict myself to Subaru, and I'm not a fanboy over Subaru itself. Anyways, along with that, a lot of people got really mad and they shared it on Subaru forums, and there have been a lot of people just discussing that supposedly, and I haven't gone and seen it personally because, like, what's the use of sitting there and reading the ignorant anger that people have against you? It's just like, that's, you know, there's no reason to do that. I've been on the internet long enough to where I know what to read and not to read, and what to deal with and what not to deal with. Hey, that's a cop. What's up, man? No, don't pull me over. You're cool. Oh, we made eye contact. Uh-oh. A lot of people get frustrated with my ADD as well. Like, I have no control. Like, I had one guy, and, you know, bless his heart, there's one guy that just got really super mad at me the other day. He's like, I feel like you try and get off subject sometimes. I'm just like, you know, you can get mad at that. Like, naturally, I have the innate disability to focus on one specific subject, usually. I mean, usually I can sit here and carry on a conversation, but my thoughts and my brain jumps around from subject to subject no matter what. Like, that is how my brain works. My brain works at 1,000,000 miles an hour, whereas the normal brain works at 1,000 or 100 miles an hour. My brain is nuts, so I have no control over that, and, you know, I forgive him. If you take anything away from this, guys, I don't want to sit here and point out the fact that I'm mad at people hating me. I'm not mad at anybody. I just want to see, like, I really just want to say, you know, my philosophy and approach to all this is, you know, if somebody does something wrong to me, despite whether it's out of ignorance or out of just sheer anger or frustration, or maybe something that I actually caused and I didn't really mean to, I'm always going to forgive that person. It doesn't do anybody any good to keep frustration built up towards any person or group of people. So I'm always going to forgive everyone who does anything wrong to me. So, you know, for anybody who hates me today or yesterday or tomorrow, I forgive you. You know what? Because it's the internet. People are going to say really annoying, really crazy, really stupid, really judgmental things by default, because the internet is the least personal, or it's the most impersonal device almost in the entire world. I mean, it's taken etiquette and just twisted it and just pooped on it. So yeah, that's gonna wrap this video up. I wanted to do a short vlog talking about how, like, I have really pissed some people off the last few days, and I by no means ever intended on doing that, but it just happens. So first off, beware. If you want to take part in any major form of the internet, you better realize that you are going to piss some people off. Like, there's no such thing as a collective unanimity of loving one person and the things that he or she does. It's just not possible. It's how the world revolves, and there are always going to be mixed opinions out there, and we should appreciate that. We should appreciate diversity. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give not only a life lesson here about how the internet actually is, I wanted to give you kind of an inside look on my life and how I have to deal with things. Because, I mean, I literally get rude comments that usually would make people depressed. I get those like every 10-15 minutes. Like, it's a little overkill sometimes, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, I have friends that I can share these with and talk about them with, and that's really nice too, because it's like, you know, they'll sit there and listen, and they'll sit there and kind of laugh with me about this kind of stuff. So yeah, remember to forgive the people that just do stupid things against you and without really knowing about it, because that is something you should take away from this. And I'm not saying that because, like, I'm not saying like, oh guys, you should do what I do. And I know somebody is going to think that way, and I don't know why that always happens, but my voice cracked. That's okay. Wow. Okay, so I don't know why that always happens. Anyways, just try not to take the things that I say the wrong way. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you guys for those of you who support me and subscribe to me. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit subscribe, join the Shank Squad, and I will see you guys next video. Peace out. I got 93 octane in my system.